following me around. I know I keep saying this, but everything around me since lockdown started has just been Scandinavian. Even to the music. Like I've started listening to Anna of the North.
Oh.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to look at the other names because I can't say all the names, but I know I have like these playlists of these Nordic artists. So
yeah, we have quite a few like young female artists that have really popped off the past few years. And that's really cool because it's been largely groups of old men. And now you have these like 19-year-old girls just selling out shows all over the world. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, obviously, there's another girl from Iceland, Soleil. I don't know how to say her name. It's Ley, but her E has like a little thingy.
I don't know that I've heard of her.
Suli, she's amazing. Like I try to get in touch with her because I was so fascinated to do a podcast with her. But yeah, she's really great. You should check it out. And then someone I've actually been listening to lately, Skaar. Am I saying it correctly? Skaar, Skaar.
Oh, Skaar.
Whoa, Skaar.
She is actually Skaar. She is one of my closest friends' sister-in-law.
No.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
I didn't even know this.
Well, I mean,
I haven't asked.
She's very up and coming. She's very up and coming.
She's incredible. Yeah, no. See, I told you, I'm like genuinely all talented in this Norway thing. Like, it's not even a joke. Like, I'm there's the wolf anthem that one of the more famous musicians from you guys. I can't remember the names right now. I'm just having these blanks on the names. But she does like this wolf anthem song that I absolutely love. I'll tell you now.
Could it be Aurora?
It's Aurora. That is it.
Mm-hmm.
Aurora. She's great.
She seems like the kind of person who would do a wolf anthem.
Oh, really?
I haven't listened much to her, but she's clearly so talented, and it's just so cool to see someone doing just fully their own thing.
Yeah, she's amazing. I mean, like, I think it must be such a crazy thing for some artists to think like, well, like you're saying for you guys, I mean, did you ever think in your life some dude in South Africa would be listening to your podcast and now you're on his podcast? Like, I mean, how much did you know about South Africa even before this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have very few reference points for South Africa. Like, I listened to Die Antwoord a few times.
That is the worst possible.
Yeah, but that's what I've kind of heard. So I'm like, okay.
Please do not put us in that same category. I mean, it's fun. I've been to many of their concerts before they kind of blew up. It's been good. It's always nice to see people from South Africa doing big things, whether it's in a good way or a bad way. I mean, they've done massive things.
Like one of Norway's biggest soft power exports or like media exports the past 5 years was a show called Scum, which was super popular. It was this like online show following, I think, a group of like 4 girls in high school in Oslo. And they used a lot of Die Antwoord's music. So any party playlist at any like typical Norwegian high school or like uni party will have a bunch of Die Antwoord on it.
Oh wow.
To this day still.
That's so crazy because I'm sure there are some words that overlap and people are like, well, I understood one word from the song, so this is great. You know, it's like, wow, listen to Die Antwoord. And it's so crazy how the things you least expect to become these sensations actually end up becoming these sensations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's such
great... Like, why this? We have so many other things. Why did you choose this one?
Exactly. I mean, there's an incredible South African band called Fokofpolisiekar. They're incredible. They're just such a powerful band. And I wish bands like that really got the recognition and the love. And they're still going. Like, they they've still maintained such a massive following. So the Seether.
I've heard of them. I've not listened to them.
Oh, okay, cool. What do you guys enjoy?
Listen to them a lot. So
really?
I think. Are there more bands called that?
I can only find one, so it's probably the one.
It's just the one.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I've listened to Seether loads.
Oh really? Yeah, they're South African.
Yeah.
They're literally a South African band.
Nice.
They're amazing.
Cool.
Yeah. They're one of the
I'm writing them on my list.
Please do. Like, I promise you, there's plenty of content. And start from the beginning. Start at disclaimer. It's really great. They were actually called Saron Gas in the beginning. So they're a great band to check out. Really a good band that got me through some really shitty mental health times, especially the older stuff.
Right.
So there's
I can second that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. So check it out. So you should. There's a song called The Gift that I think if you start there, you might have heard one of the tracks. They did a track with Amy Lee from Evanescence called Broken, which was probably their most commercial track.
Yeah, I think that was the first one I ever heard.
Yeah. So they did that with Amy Lee when he was dating Amy Lee. And then...
See, that's why I've heard of them.
Yeah, there we go. So go check it out. But there's actually a track, that Broken track, the original of it is off their first album, is more acoustic and less kind of commercial, and it's beautiful. It's more beautiful than the one with Amy Lee. It just happens Amy Lee has an amazing voice, obviously. So
I mean, acoustic songs in general, I love them so much.
Always top tier.
Always.
Yeah.
It does.
It's more raw.
Raw.
Yeah.
It's so pure. And so, yeah, I mean, so there's a band to check out, Seether, you know. So while I'm checking out all the Norwegian bands and Scandinavian bands, you can check out Seether.
But no, I also I really like rap and hip hop when I'm not crying over very pretty, sparkly boys in matching clothing.
Are we talking about Twilight here or actual sparkly boys?
Sparkly due to glitter and not vampirism, luckily.
Perfect. just had to double check. Just had to clarify that.
Yeah, one of the first things that Aleti and I bonded over when we started talking again after all those years apart was My Chemical Romance and stuff like that. Dude. So we were big emo kids.
Yeah.
Me too. I just never had the hair for it. But I loved them. I honestly loved My Chemical Romance. I still listen to them. Like, Summertime is still...
Oh, same. Yeah.
Great track. And Teenagers and... dude, there's such... I mean, bands like My Chemical... I spent a lot of time in varsity. I was very angsty and very, like, into that. I was just a very angry kid because I had never slept. And I was
that'll
depressed.
Do that to you.
And I didn't know. So I did. I listened to a lot of My Chemical Romance, a lot of AFI, Alexis on Fire.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Love AFI so much.
So much, dude. So much. I listened to The Used a lot. I mean, I was massive into The Used.
Naturally.
And then I watched them live and it changed everything because they were so terrible.
Oh no.
Yeah, it traumatized me quite a bit.
Oh no.
Sum 41. And then I watched Sum 41 and I was just like, I love this band. But there's a really great indie band that should also have been massive, but weren't. They're called Ashtray Electric. Beautiful. Great name, right?
Yeah.
What is that name? Check them out. Just, dude, honestly, if you really want to like feel some music, like really feel it, like put on some headphones and feel it. Such a great band. It's just like there's a track of theirs called Quite Overstared, and I'm Too Young. If you listen to those two tracks, like you'll probably not listen to anything else for a few days, maybe weeks.
I'm really excited to check all this out.
Me too.
Yeah, so this is why it's cool to network, because you get to talk about stuff that I even forgot about. You know, there's like honestly from a music point of view, and that just, I mean, literally we've spoken about music for how long, and that started off from me talking about a Norwegian wolf song that I it all started with wolves. See, wolves are just animals.
All rooted at wolves.
You know, Wolf Mother. We should listen to
Ooh.
more Wolf Mother.
We should be listening to more Wolf Mother. Yes,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
I mean, I had a really shitty day yesterday. I woke up and I was just severely depressed and just like overwhelmed. I was just not having a great day. And I was like, I need to work. I'm already 45. I woke up 45 minutes later than usual. So now it's 8:30 and I just woke up. And I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to sit in bed for an hour. And I just listened to sad music. That's what I did. I made a little emo playlist. That's what I did.
I mean,
That's
sometimes you
my
just have to let
favorite
yourself feel.
pastime.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like, I was like, you know what? This is what's going to make me happy. So I just put on a whole lot of Death Cab for Cutie, which is my favorite band. And yeah,
Love
I know.
Death for Cutie so much.
Yeah.
I get emotional talking about that band because I just feel like I'm so scared that I don't get to watch them live before Ben Gibbard dies or something. It's just like, please just stay around for me, because Seattle is also like a place I really want to go to.
Same.
So I have two places in the world. So it's Norway and then Seattle as a city.
You just really want to
Country and
experience
city.
proper rain. That's what you want.
Yeah, there we go.
You want it to be gray and gloomy and wet.
That's it. That's what I love. I'm afraid that it would make me quite depressed to some extent, especially during the winter. So I think that's the one thing my wife is also scared of. Like, if we ever had to like move, it's like, I think the rain and that dreariness can, because I mean, we love the rain here. When it rains, we have these amazing electric storms. But if it rains for a week, we all start to get like seriously depressed. When winter hits, the sun sets at 4:30. We get seriously depressed. And then I see, like, in Norway, the sun never rises in winter in some parts and never sets in summer. So it's like, you know, we can make this work. That's how much we want to. But I think, like, just the music of it all. Like, I literally sat for an hour listening to a bunch of Death Cab. I created a playlist of old stuff. Sigur Rós. I don't know how to say that name properly. Is it Sigur? How do you say Sigur Rós? That sounded more French, actually. Ignore me.
Sigur Rós, maybe?
Sigur Rós, there we go.
I think so, because there's an accent on the O, isn't there?
Yes, there is, yeah. Sigur Rós.
I think it's Rós.
So the R is kind of like a...
Probably not. That's just the West Coast accent. We do that to our R's, and it's almost painful, and I don't know why we do it, but accents.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do that, so.
No, you roll your R's. You're all fancy.
So you're a R person.
Rrr.
There we go.
I can't do that.
Okay, now, Ink, try.
Come on, try it.
Do it for the
You have to try.
podcast.
Do it for the podcast.
That was something.
That
was
was
closer.
It was there.
Close.
The next time we do an episode together, you're gonna perfect that. You're gonna have it.
Oh, I will.
You have to practice.
Rehearsing.
Yeah.
Every day, 10 minutes.
Just
Some
keep
people do
rolling.
yoga. I roll my R's.
That's exactly. And there's another artist. I don't know if it's an artist or band. Is it Royskop or Royksop?
Wakes up.
Royksop? Yeah, that's also a Scandinavian artist, I think.
They're Norwegian.
A Norwegian. Whoa, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
they had some
way up north in Norway.
Wow. They had some really decent success in South African radio, actually.
Really?
Yeah. They really had some
They've been around forever as well now.
a long time.
Like at least 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, this was probably around 2007, 2008, where they really started to, they got quite a bit of radio play. So
Cool.
they have been around for a while. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting things, man. Like, and this is why it's cool to chat to people around the world, because you realize just how interconnected we all are in a sense, and how we're literally one Zoom video away from finding out cool things. I mean,
I will say this for, like, in defense of my love of K-pop, they have been incredibly good at doing like web concerts and stuff for fans. Yeah. I think from the groups I listen to, there's been like at least 10 since lockdown started. and they've all had like a really good production value, and I don't know, it just makes you feel appreciated, you know?
Yeah, and they've had
It's been really
millions and
nice.
millions of streams. I mean, BTS broke YouTube's record of like
Yes,
the
they
most
did.
streams within a certain amount of time. It's like 200 million or something.
Yes, they
It's-
did.
It's huge. K-pop. Oh God.
Yes, they did. We're all very proud of them.
There's a little shrine for those listening. It's just a little shrine of BTS. I just love Post Malone.
Me too.
So I think like it's really cool. Like Post Malone, yeah, he's kind of someone you want to be friends with.
He has the biggest teddy bear vibe. No matter how many face tattoos he gets, I just want to hug him and just
really
I don't know.
He
Make him some banana bread and be like, yeah, dude, good job, you're doing it. Like,
and he'd love that. That's exactly what he would do.
yeah. Did you see his Nirvana tribute?
Yeah, I did.
It was so cool.
It was so cool, man.
It was so good.
Come As You Are was the one that I really enjoyed when he did Come As You Are.
Performed in a dress and everything. It was sick.
Oh man, such a cool guy. I watched his podcast with Joe Rogan. He was on Joe Rogan. And he was literally just like, I think they had just had mushrooms or something before, but he was just talking about the most random stuff. But it was just like, I also want to just be talking about random stuff, you know?
Yeah.
This big fluffy teddy bear.
He's into conspiracy theories and doomsday prepping. I'm sure he'd be well into a conversation about wolves.
Oh,
he would love it.
I'm sure he lives in Utah. I'm sure there's wolves in Utah. The coyotes.
If not, he's gonna bring him in there.